Matthew 6:22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Giving all honor and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful Bakiar. I want to get into this word "I" in the Greek and explain how, as the scriptures is written through the majority in metaphors, similes, okay, dark sayings, the deep breakdown that is the I, okay, or what we're going to find out is goes into your mind, okay, your vision, the thing that you meditate on, okay, the thing that what you focus on, man, okay, and your intentions, all right, because everybody out here, they have so-called goals and aspirations, things that they aspire to do or to be, okay? That's really the intentions behind a person, all right? And ours is to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, allegiance to Him and to His requirements of us, okay? So that we can get to that ultimate goal, which it's when you look at having like your eye on the prize, it's not really your physical eyeball, right? It's really going into what you're fucking endeavoring for. See, we're gonna pull it real quick in the BLB. The word "I," ophthalmos. Okay, ophthalmos, which is heavy, because when you go into the optics or optometry, that goes into eyes. All right, the study of the eyes. Let's just get that and see. Optometry. Let's just see the etymology. Optometry comes from the Greek word opsis, or view, something used to measure, and then metron, which is the metry, right? Optometry, metry is something used to measure. Okay, so they measure fucking pretty much the condition of your eyes, right? What else does it say? That's straight. That's good. And then what else? The optics. Let's just see what that is. The optics, etymon. Right? But it always goes back to like optics or optica, which goes back to that word in Greek, which goes back to your eye, your sight. It's the science of sight and the natural properties of light, okay? The optical matters, see? So the science of sight. And your sight is not just what you can see physically, okay? It goes into your vision, okay? Let's get this. It says, ophthalmos, the eye, metaphorical for the eyes of the mind, the faculty of knowing, okay? In other places it says, when it talks about the heart, which it goes into as well, because doesn't it say in the 21st verse that where your heart is, that where your mind will be also, right? It says, for where the treasure is, Slakia. Okay, Slakia. For where your treasure is, there where your heart be also. Okay? But it's the same thing when you look at the eyes And the heart in these translations in the scriptures is going into the seat of thought, or your faculty of knowing, right? That goes back to your vision, your intentions, all right, what you endeavor for. See? It goes into, by implication, your vision, okay? We just went into it. What your goal is. Does it not say also the eyes are a window to the soul? You see? And your soul goes back into your spirit, which goes back into your mind, your lob. Okay? So what is in your eye, basically what's in your faculty of knowing, that your seat of thought, your vision, what you're endeavoring for, okay? Your so-called aspirations, because an aspiration is not only a doing to do something, but it's to be something as well, right? Do we not aspire to be the elect? But these people in the world aspire to have a position in this world, okay? And that's where their eye is, which is that aspiration. And we're gonna get that because it goes in through the spirit. When I'm saying that word spirit is in there, okay? We'll just get it in both. Definition: a hope or ambition. Damn, that's right. That's what it is. It goes into your desires, what you long for, your hopes and your ambitions. Okay? And then we're gonna get it in the etymology. So that's what your eye is. And what is our eye towards? Right? Ultimately the kingdom. And there's requirements of men to get to the kingdom, but it has to be put in you. Get this, it's put in you, but there's still a level of requirement and due diligence that's required on part of those men. So an aspiration, there's a bunch of ones. Okay, let's get the first one. It's going to be good. Okay, look at this. To aspire is to strive for, to seek eagerly to attain, to long to reach. Okay, what you're endeavoring for. Endeavor to obtain. Okay. Aspiration, aspirant. Action of breathing into. Okay. So we were actually, that aspiration that we have to become the elect, to be the elect, was breathed into us by the Heavenly Father. And that goes right back into that predestination. See, these are the mysteries of the scriptures. A breathing on, a blowing upon, a rough breathing. Okay, and that rough is likened to the hardships that we're required to go through to obtain that crown, man. Okay, that position that we were already set and predestined to obtain. But that rough breathing is the chastening, the fiery furnace. Okay, the hardships. Like Yahushua was made perfect through suffering. Okay. To strive for, seek to reach. Literally breathe at, blow upon. Okay. Steadfast longing for a higher goal, earnest desire for something above one. Come on, man. All right. That's the aspiration of the elect as given to them by the Heavenly Father, but that's going into the eye. Okay? The light of the eye. Okay? Because it says if evil and wickedness is what is in your eye, which is darkness, how dark is the body gonna be? Pretty much, the shit that you do. Okay, because what is in your eye, what is in your faculty of knowing, what is in your thoughts and aspirations, okay, is in alignment with your actions, with the shit that you do, man. Okay, whether it be good or evil. So the case for the elect, those actions are going to be in alignment with the Most High's law, and most importantly with His will. Okay, because like it says, not all things lawful are expedient in this time. So it's really going along with faith and the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, but we were given the recipe for success. All right, we're given the blueprint to follow, like it says, so that we can never fall, never fail proof. All right, it says, if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So not only is that vision and aspiration that we have, that we're endeavoring for, in the forefront, but it's to where there's blinders on us to cast off and expel any of the other bullshit that's in this world, and follow steadfast towards this goal with no fucking distractions, man, with no deterrents, no other fucking pretty much 100%, man. Okay, this is what we're about, 100%, to where there's no other percentage and pieces of the pie, not even a sliver of that pie is designated for other shit. Okay, this is what we're all about, and we're gonna get in the scriptures. That's how we're supposed to be. It's required of us. It's a part of giving diligence, man. Okay. Let's see where that's at. Man, Slakia. This is in 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay? So, the diligence that is required of us, you might think is just doing a little bit of homework and shit. Okay? Or doing something here and there, and then you go back to your family, go back to being a damn family man, right? Or go back to doing anything out here, right? We've even cut out, for the most part, recreation and shit like that, you know, trying to scam on some harlots or something, you know. We've cut a lot of that out, if not all. Okay, and Salaki, I don't want to steer any listeners that without understanding, you know. So I'll say it a little bit more literally, right? To try to grab up on some of these broads and shit, you know what I mean? You know, at whatever of these establishments that brothers frequent, we've even cut that out, man. You see? Because we have become completely consumed with this word, man, and with the spirit of the Heavenly Father. It doesn't, none of that other shit actually fucking, it doesn't do it for us anymore, okay? And it actually does something in our spirit when we're even around that shit, man. Okay? It's to a level where the Most High is increasing our sensitivity for our, what they call, and fuck all these motherfuckers who have coined this, right? It's all needful. It's all for the Most High's use anyway, to better break down these scriptures. But what they call discuss sensitivity, okay? There's a purpose that when you look at the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and Yahweh himself has a high disgust sensitivity, okay, which is a very low tolerance for filth and wickedness, okay. But the Most High is increasing that in us, man. Okay, to dive into some greatly polluted waters, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Right, so here it goes in diligence, in the etymology. Constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken, okay? That's having your eyes single. It's a constant and earnest effort, all right? That doesn't seem like ceasing, because constant is nonstop, all right? Attention, care, haste, and speed. It's even likened unto you making haste to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Like it says, run that readeth it. All right? It says to be attentive, to be assiduous, and to be careful. All right? To single out. So did it not say to have your eye be single? If your eye be single, all right, then you have the light, and through that diligence you will never fall. All right, that links right up with each other. That when we single out this truth from any other bullshit, any other activities, you know what I'm saying? Any of the other dealings, man, that we might have in this life, and cast those off increasingly, man. It's not a level that we stay the same in any time, in any given time, man, and stage in this truth. Because that is, I bring it out all the time, it's stagnation. There's no such thing as stagnation. It's actually digression. Because when somebody's saying stagnant, you're actually falling behind. All right? That's why it's a constant level up in this truth. To increasingly cast off the works of this world and any dealings in this fucking place, man. That's why it even said, he that have a wife be as though they had none. And if you're loosed from one, don't seek to get one, right? Because we're in fucking war, man. This whole shit is about to collapse, where it's gonna be bad to have that kind of baggage. All right, lest the Lord be with you. And ultimately, even so, it said, shit, woe to them, right? Especially for these little ones still on the nipple, right? Little whalers. It's going to be a target in that day, all right? But getting back to this, to single it out, it's like having blinders on a horse when he's in a race, so that all he can see in his vision, in his sight path, is right dead in front of him, not to the right or to the left, all right? So as to be distracted or thrown off the path, Okay? So to single out, value highly, to esteem, to prize, to love, to aspire to. Okay? To aspire to. Didn't we bring that out? That's what your aspirations is. That's what your eye is. And your eye is to be single. All right? To single this out. Your eye on the prize is where your heart is. This is the window. The eyes is a window to your heart or to your soul. And it says where your treasure is, where your heart will be. Okay. So we're solely focused on this kingdom, all right? The Heavenly Father and everything that pertains unto him. And then it's heavy because it's the word assiduous. When you go into the Assyrians, which were in that Maccabean era, okay? They were, what does it say? Check it. A member of a sect characterized by their religious zeal and piety, okay, and flourished in the 2nd century BC during the time of the Maccabees and vigorously resisted the Hellenization of Jewish culture and religion. You know what that is, of our laws, okay? No Jewish, and it really wasn't even Jew, right? Israelite culture, you see? But they were to be an Assyrian. The Assyrians were assiduous, which goes back to be diligent, all right? Which goes back to singling out, to being solely focused on this truth, to single it out. Soul means, S-O-L-E means one, solely, only, okay? Fuck all this other shit, man. We're going to get everything our heart's desires, let's say at the Most High in the kingdom Most High when we were part of that number. But the elect's going to get it, man. Solely. Slakia. I'm over here putting KJV. Solely is not involving anyone or anything else. Only. All right? So that's what that means, to make your diligence, give diligence to make your calling election sure. That diligence means to be solely focused on this truth, man. And then the single, your eye being single is the same thing. And we already went into your eye, or what your eye goes into. All right. This is in Slovakia. Assiduous, showing great care and perseverance. Okay, which is said there for their zeal and their piety. All right. Is the quality of being religious or reverent. And religious, they use that out of context, meaning feeling or showing deep and solemn respect. Okay. Obedience, it goes back to, which is better than sacrifice, which is what this whole thing is requiring of action. See? Let's see what this is. Okay, Khan. We're gonna finish off with this because that singling out, that your eyes being single, is likened to you going upon that straight gate, the tightrope, man, where there's fire on one side and water on the other. The Apocrypha. Second Ezra 7 and 7. Let's just do this first. Matthew 7:13, enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. All right. So that strait gate that we've been speaking on, that narrow path, which is the one that you embark upon when you single out this truth from anything else in your fucking life, okay, to follow upon, to aspire, to endeavor, all right, to seek after, to seek to obtain, that is straight is likened into a path of difficulty. All right. A straight is likened into a position of difficulty. Okay. A narrow and strict, a narrow confined space or place, okay, specifically of bodies of water. You know, you got that Bering Strait and all that. Difficulty, your plight, okay, that's an Yapa word to go with that. All of this is, what is your plight, man? It says, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and many there go in thereat. Because strait is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay? So that strait gate is singling everything else, singling this truth out from everything else in your life. Okay? Not being entangled with the affairs of this life, not focusing on them that perish, all right? Staying in these waters, which is in this word, staying doused in the washing of the water of this word. You see, we constantly have the elders and apostles and the scriptures pumping into our ear gate, all right? And then when we get a chance, scoping with our eyes the apostles and elders on down of Great Millstone in the camps, all right, in their camp sessions, or their other videos where you're able to get the visuals that brothers so diligently do production and stuff on different pieces, all right. Getting up with brothers, all right. Physically reading this word, eating this roll, because we don't just read this thing one time, and I don't even mean going over precepts. I mean eating this whole roll multiple times, man. That's one of the things I heard when I came to this truth. That brother Yakal from the Bay always spoke about how he's read the scriptures front to back, 3 times, and he's on his 4th time, right? So everything that pertains to this truth, man, because it's all consuming. That's what one of the words it said in diligent, to be consumed with this thing, man. That's that straight gate, all right? And why not? What else does this fucking world have to offer? Nothing but evil and heartache. That's why later on in 6th chapter of Matthew, a few verses down from the 22nd verse to what we are in, it goes into how there's plenty enough evil in the day. Sufficient is the day to the day is the evil thereof. So pretty much the bad times are there's enough bad times to go around for everyone and then some, so to speak. You know? It's a little facetious way that it's put. Because, man, fucking evil and wickedness is actually fucking abounding. It's overwhelming in this fucking place, man. Especially in this time. All right? Making that position of difficulty even harder. All right? But it's all to make us pure, to purify us. See? And to get to that goal, to that treasure. Okay? This is in 2 Ezra 7:7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Salakia. Let's start up. Because that's a little open-ended. Start up at 5. Start up at 3. And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were the narrow and like a river, who then go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it. If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and on one only path between them both. So between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance? Okay. So, all the dangers that were set before, they would have been destroyed if they didn't stay on that narrow path, okay? If they didn't single out that path from any other path, okay? Or from the edge of that path, to stay within the borders, okay? To stay within the lines, man. Stay in the lane. All right. And it's so dangerous, these other paths, and falling off of that tightrope, that that destruction is at every side. And that's why therein lies the significance of singling out this truth from all the other bullshit in your life, okay? Because anything else is going to get you fucking destroyed. It's going to have you on a path to destruction, period. Like I said, that path that many are on right now, okay? That's why, like it said, to be fully consumed with this, to be solely focused on it, like it just said, to do it to where there's nothing else, pretty much, man. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Fuck everything else, man. It's all about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He can give us and restore to us anything that we think we have and that's ours, that's not even fucking yours on this side, man. Okay? It's time to go all out for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And he has men that are in that spirit and that are turning up and powering up and through him in that way. Okay? You see? I wanted to expound on a little bit of something real quick that I read. All right. And right here when it says, if the city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Okay? Because that goes into what this entire concept of the scriptures is, to laboring to enter into rest, okay? To be made perfect through sufferings, through your hardships, okay? The chastening of the Most High, like it says, so that we could be partakers of His glory, you see? So if we didn't go through that, see, and it's so contrary to the desires of your flesh. That's why it's so fucking hard. Let's be real. It's hard for us in these chains of darkness. That's why Jake still wants his cake and eat it too, right? He still wants the wife and the kids and the and whatever else. Even on not on a like a wicked desire type thing, right? But that is, for the most part, is a desire of the flesh, right? To want your little fucking family man lifestyle, right? And whatever else comes with that. But the things, the requirements of the soldier that is outlined in these scriptures is it's pretty much put out there for a reason, for us to have to endure through. You see, because it's a part of those hardships. Okay, being in that straitjacket for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to be made worthy to rule over the entire fucking universe, man. Are you kidding me? So what is casting off any affairs of this life? You know, I mean any and every, as much as fucking as humanly possible. Okay? See, shit, fuck that. As much as spiritually possible. Because anything and everything is possible through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And like it says, he'll make a way for us to escape it out of those hardships and whatever position of difficulty that might be likened, that might seem unto destruction or being thrown off this path. Okay? That's ultimately the walk and the positions and the plight that the elect, that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai has the elect on in this time, man. Okay? That we increasingly and continue to level up in the way of singling out and expelling all the other extracurricular and anything that does not pertain to this truth, to expel it out of our fucking life, man. See? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's doing that to his men. He's increasing the hatred he's increasing the hatred on them, meaning the hatred that they have for this place. He's turning up their hatred. Okay? And as we're going into, most importantly, he's decreasing our entanglement with this fucking life, so that our eye may be single to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. okay, in his master plan.